In the land of ancient Philippines, there lived three brothers whose names are renowned for their extraordinary strength and bravery. Unbeknownst to their parents, the greatness that will come from their union. And this is where it all began. Eluncina is the goddess of the eastern sky and the daughter of Kaptan, the king of the gods. When Eluncina had reached maidenhood, her father decreed that she should marry.
I use my power so that my voice can reach all the gods who care to listen. My daughter Eluncina is destined to get married. If any of you wish to marry my daughter, you can confront her and offer gifts.
Gods from anywhere and everywhere came, in hopes to have a chance to marry Eluncina, but to no avail, she rejected each and every one of them.
My daughter, is something troubling you?
It's nothing, Father.
Then why did you reject all those who wanted to marry you? Surely at least one of them deserves to be your husband.
Because there's already someone who owns my heart.
Then this is something we should celebrate. Which god did you choose to marry?
The man that owns my heart is not a god, but a mortal. Father, I love Datu Paubari, and no god can change this fact. He is the one that I will marry, and that is my final decision.
I understand your decision, my daughter. I was just surprised by all of this. It's rare to hear that a goddess like you would choose to marry a mortal like Datu Paubari over a god. You are free to choose whoever you want to marry. If you are happy with Datu Paubari, this is enough for me to be happy too.
Thank you so much, Father.
Silence! Unless the things you are chattering about are plans to get rid of the pesky mortals, then I suggest to just keep your mouth shut. Now, give me your ideas, and make it quick. My patience is running thin.
I have a better one. Maybe the flood will do. It's just a natural disaster.
Maybe not all of you are useless after all.
Eluncina, my sister. What's the matter? It's Bakayong Sokwan. He and the other guys are up to something. Something bad.
What is it?
They're planning to flood Hinilawod down, along with the both of you. Are you certain about this? Yes, I overheard them. Bakayong Sokwan ordered a meeting with the other guys to turn down. They want Datu Paubari dead.
Then we better leave now before they have a chance to strike us, before we are speaking.
I could wander here all day and not get tired of it.
It is a wonderful place with you. Especially, I get to enjoy it with you.
After several months, Eluncina became pregnant with triplets. On the day she gave birth, she asked Paubari to prepare the things necessary for childbirth, such as the siklop.
Let's summon the high priest.
Banwa, the high priest, arrives in a traditional garb. He held a smoldering bundle of herbs in his hands, for which he began building an altar. After having built an altar, Bungut Banwa placed the triplets before it. The priest then began to chant as he burnt elanghiran fronds with a pinch of kamuyan. The couple watched on as they were overwhelmed with joy. They knew that this ritual would ensure the good health of their children and protect them for years to come. As the ceremony came to an end, Bungut Banwa opened the windows of the room facing the north. A cold wind came through and transformed the infants into strong, handsome young men.
Excuse me, sir. I am Labao, the eldest son of Dato Paubari and Goddess Alucina of Hinilawod. I am here to ask for Ango Ginbitinan's hand in marriage.
And what makes you think you are worthy of being my daughter's husband, Labao?
Like I said, I am the eldest son of Dato Paubari and Goddess Alucina.
And being a son of goddess and Dato means nothing if that's all you have to offer.
I am gifted with magical powers greater than any other man that wish to marry your daughter. Ask me to kill anyone, and I will without as much of a scratch. That is my offer.
Huh? If so then, I want you to defeat the monster that lurked this very forest. Manalintad has been such a nuisance to this area, and I would most definitely appreciate someone killing him off. If your power as great as you say, then you should be able to defeat Manalintad. Defeat him and you will be marry my daughter. Consider this as your dowry.
Goodbye and take care, mother. Manalintad! Show yourself and fight me! I thought you're strong enough to defeat me.
Well, have you defeated Manalintad? Or did you run away cowardly? Well done, you have proven yourself.
Cannot wait until this way to my mother. She will be thrilled to meet you.
Do you really think so?
Yes, of course, especially with a beautiful face like yours.
After successfully fulfilling the dowry, Labao was able to get Angoy Ginbitinan's hand in marriage. The pair instantly clicked the moment they glanced at one another and truly enjoyed each other's company.
Hurry now, we want to get to Tarambang Burok as quickly as possible. Come on. Could you please give us the pleasure of reminding us while inserting her again? Yeah, it's not like a place is going anywhere. Tarambang Burok isn't going anywhere, but Abyang Burungon isn't going to stay open for marriage forever. Abyang Burungon? Who's Abyang Burungon? Who's Abyang Burungon? Why, she's the most beautiful woman in the land. She's also the lord of the underworld sister, whose beauty is legendary, so it's a guarantee that Abyang Burungon is so beautiful. Is she best of the two? Of course she is. Why do you think I'm here working hard to get a chance to be her brother's wife? Well, someone like me will be lucky if Abyang Burungon even look in his direction. It's something that matters now.
Huh? Oh, it's nothing to worry about right now. Shall we get going?
To say Labao was overjoyed to have married the beautiful maiden of Handog was an understatement, so one can only imagine how excited he was to go home and introduce his new wife to his mother.
Mother!
Labao, my son, I miss you so much.
Mother, I'd like to introduce you to special someone.
It is great to meet you, Goddess Alucina.
This is Angoy Ginbitinan, my lovely wife.
Oh,
beautiful young lady. There's no need for you to call me so formal, my dearest. You're now part of the family, and I am now your mother as well. Come along now. I'm sure my new husband will be thrilled to meet you. Yes, what is it? Is something bothering you?
I have to leave once more.
Why? You just got here. Your wife.
Huh? It will be under your care together with father.
But why?
I just have somewhere to be and I cannot bring her with me. So please, take care of her.
Fine. Your father and I will watch over her. But please, take care of yourself.
Courage or stupidity, I can tell the difference between you mortals. Every time you came into my territory.
I am only here to pass by, as I have somewhere to be. Now, if you please.
No! It's my territory, and you are just passing. The only passing you will get is passing away. So if I were you, I get ready.
Who are you?
Me? Huh? Well, I am si Dog, the guardian of this reach. And you are not supposed to be here. You have broken yourself. You may now pass.
After Labaudongon's triumph over Sikay Padalugdog, he proceeded on his journey for the hand of Abyang Turunun. Upon his arrival at Tarambang Burok, Labaudongon looks for Abyang Durunun and finds her sitting under a tree surrounded by a handful of suitors vying for her hand as well. Upon his entrance in the scene, the noisy crowd went quiet as they watched Labaudongon approach the maiden. Abyang Durunun noticed that the noise toned down and looked at the crowd. They were looking past her, so she slowly turned around to see what was behind. As the crowd clears a path for the oncoming gentleman, she sees Labaudongon walking towards her. He kneels before her and greets her with a gentle kiss on the hand. He meets with her eyes and the two exchange a sweet smile. Even after just successfully winning the hand of the beautiful Abyang Durunun, Labaudongon went out on yet another journey, this time to win the hand of Malitong Yawa si Nagmaling Diwata. Unlike the other journey he had before, this one took months and months of traveling before he reached the shores of Tulugmatian.
Who are you and what are you doing here? I am Labaudongon, the eldest son of Dato Paubar and Goddess Alusina of Calao. Looking for the beautiful Malitang Yawa si Nagmaling Diwata. However, this is not possible for you, wishing for my hand of my wife. Then, you aim for a challenge for the beautiful Malitang. Farewell, now my wife run.
The battle for whoever gets the hand of the young bride ensued. Labaudongon and Saragnayan fought for years until finally, Labaudongon weakened and eventually gave up.
Now, I will put a spell on you.
Saragnayan imprisoned the exhausted Labaudongon in a pig pen underneath his house.
Where is father?
Your father was in prison.
Why didn't you tell us earlier? We could help him.
Asumangga, Your mother was only trying to protect you. Saragnayan has imprisoned your father, and she was only afraid that she will do the same to you, the both of you.
He is still our father, and we are going out to save him.
The brothers embarked on a journey to free their father from Saragnayan. They rowed their boats through the region of eternal darkness, past the region of the clouds and the land of the stones. Upon arriving at their adversary's home, Saragnayan wrestled with Abyang Baranugon. The young man had the upper hand over the Lord of the Darkness. However, his adversary seems immortal, so he sought aid from their grandmother Aluncina.
Goddess Aluncina, hear my cry. I humble myself down upon thee. I battered my enemy with all of my strength, and yet he is still alive. Tell me his secret, so I may free my father from his wickedness.
I hear you, my dear grandchild. I will do everything I can to help just for you and your father to return home safely. In a place called Balimbukid, there wanders a wild boar who houses Sarangnayan's life in its heart. Kill it, and Sarangnayan will follow.
Abyang Baranugon quickly got up as soon as he heard Aluncina's response. He and Asomanga brought along Saragnayan with them to their journey to Balimbukid in search for the wild boar. Upon finding it, they kill it and eat its heart, therefore making Saragnayan immortal. They head back to Saragnayan's abode and threw him onto its fair grounds.
My husband!
The two take off the scene as they search for their father in Saragnayan's home. They find him in a deranged state, hiding underneath a fishnet. The brothers greeted him with a tight embrace and take him home. Labaudongon's defeat and subsequent imprisonment by the Lord of Darkness also angered his brothers, most especially Humadapnon, who was so enraged that he swore to wreak havoc on all of Saragnayan's kinsmen and followers even after Saragnayan's death. Humadapnon did not plan to journey to Saragnayan's domain alone. He employed the aid of a well-known swordsman, Buyong Matanayon of Mount Matiula. Together, they traveled through the region of the clouds, passed by the region of eternal darkness, and ended up at the place called Tarambang Burirao.
What is this place?
I don't know. This is the area I explored before, so be careful, Humadapnon.
What should we be careful of?
You never know, unfamiliar territories will surprise you with new danger.
I see your point, but it's also a good area to hunt for some more supplies for our journey. You go right, I'll go left. Just some useless twigs and wet wood at the back. Hopefully, Buyong Matanayon had better luck raiding the inside of the house.
My. What's strange here, huh? Well,
Oh, I apologize. My comrade and I thought this place was abandoned.
and?
We must be going. We didn't know.
Don't be scared. I won't be mad. Follow me. Enjoy my company.
Humadap nun! Humadap nun! Humadap nun! Humadap nun! Humadap nun! Humadap nun!
Over the course of 7 months, Buyong Matanayon has time and time again tried to convince Humadapnon to go back to their original journey and seek revenge for Labaw Dongon's defeat. Unfortunately, he has failed each time. Every time he even got close to convincing Humadapnon, the sorceress always seemed to manage to keep Humadapnon wrapped around her fingers. After failing so much in convincing Humadapnon into leaving the place, Buyong Matanayon tried to find a way to get rid of the sorceress. He had to be careful because the sorceress' rage is not something anyone, even a great swordsman such as himself, would even dare to mess with. Fortunately for Buyong Matanayon, he knew that the scent of burning ginger was enough to ward away the sorceress, and so he gathered 7 slices of ginger and waited until dinner before he threw all 7 slices into the fire. The sorceress, detecting the smell of burning ginger, fled immediately without even taking a single glance at Humadapnon.
Goddess of greed is so beautiful. Yeah, I heard that she was beautiful that my eyes could melt. I hope she's a maiden. I hope so too. You can go and I will continue this revenge.
Be careful, my comrade.
You have a long journey ahead.
Yes, I hope to ask a maiden goddess hand in marriage.
Oh really? I am too. I'm going to ask the goddess of greed for her hand in marriage. What about you?
Oh, incidentally, I am about to ask for the hand of the same goddess.
I don't think goddess such as herself would prefer 2 husbands. Don't you agree?
I do, so I guess may the best man win, ha?
Surrender. Oh, very well.
Humadapnon emerged victorious over Buyong Makabagti. After their duel, the latter offered to aid Humadapnon in his quest. The pair encountered enemies over the course of their journey and they always conquer each one. They finally reached the place where Burigadang Pada dwells and found her sitting alone underneath a tree. The 2 warriors part ways after they shook hands, signaling the end of their quest. Humadapnon then proceeds to walk up to the goddess and bowed before her. The 2 bonds as they stare lovingly at one another. The goddess then takes Humadapnon's offer to get married and go back to Hinilawod with him. After Humadapnon left their home to seek revenge on Saragnayan's followers and relatives, Dumalapdap embarked on a quest of his own. He left for Burutlakan Kaadlaw to seek the hand of Lubay-Lubyok Hanginun si Mahuyok-Huyokon in marriage. For the trip, he brought along Dumasig, the most powerful wrestler in Madyaas.
So tell me, Dumalapdap, what do you even see in this maiden that you even ask for help of the strongest wrestler in Madyaas?
Ha! Don't let this go to your head. But I heard there's a guardian guarding the gate of the place where the maiden lived.
Well, I can say you come to the right person.
After several months of traveling, the 2 warriors finally arrived at a place called Tarambuan Cabanwa, where they encountered a 2-headed monster called Balalakon. The monster guarded a narrow bridge that led to the place where the maiden lived. Dumalapdap, alongside Dumasig, were able to kill the 2-headed monster and proceed on their journey without so much as a scratch. After killing the two-headed monster, Dumalapdap and Dumasig carried on with their quest. Upon reaching the gate of the palace where Lubay Lubyok lives, they were confronted by Uyutang, a bat-like creature with sharp, poisonous claws.
You are not mistaken. I don't see any reason why.
With Uyutang dead, Dumalapdap is free to marry Lubay Lubyok. He takes her home and is reconciled with the entire family. Datu Paubari was so overjoyed that he is finally reunited with his three sons that he threw a big feast in their honor. After the joyous feast held in their honor, the brothers bid their parents farewell by sharing a warm embrace. The three brothers left for different parts of the world. The Baudongon went to the north, Humadapnon went south, Dumalapdap to the west, and Datu Paubari alongside his wife Aluncina stayed to rule the east.